piece of shit.
Yeah, he really is. We're back, by the way. This is Resident Evil, if you weren't aware.
How do you fucking get over there? Why would there be like...
I don't know.
Here's the ledge that you would clearly...
Oh.
No, you can't. It just jumps down. That's why I screamed at Leon.
There's got to be something else, then.
There's got to be another red button. So I was over here, and I hit that red button.
Now, I'll tell you, I've been in a lot of buildings in my life. I don't know many buildings that require mechanical, operation to get you to places that are built in the building.
Elevators?
Just saying. Well, other than that, this is not an elevator. God damn it, clearly. Nobody who puts a raised platform in the middle of a room and is like, okay, now jump across. Boom! Leon takes no shit from doors. Oh, there it is.
Ah, there we go.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is. There we go.
What was the point? Like, isn't that right where you needed to... Uh-oh! They're gonna rocket launch you. Oh, boy. You good. Luckily, the wall is indestructible. Rocket-proof walls! Oh, good. They dropped their bazookas because they're dumb. Bye, number 1. Goodbye, number 2. Cool. That was easy.
So, question. Where the fuck did they come from?
I don't know.
All they did was push a switch. Nothing on this platform changed.
Maybe that was the bring rocket launcher people to kill Leon switch. Is that a goat?
Yeah.
Ah, it was a goat. I was surprised I got that right.
Oh god, is this the hedge maze part?
So, Eric.
So pissy.
Went and saw Infinity War yesterday. Or, not yesterday, a couple days ago.
How did that movie do?
Well, I'm not going to spoil because it's a pretty massive movie release, and this episode will be out soon. But I will say...
I think I already heard a major spoiler.
Let's just put a spoiler alert right here. How's that
sound? All right, guys. Spoiler alert for fucking...
Avengers Infinity War. If you haven't seen it, you don't want to be spoiled fucking seriously. Like, seriously. Just seriously. I don't want to spoil it for people.
Also, I hear crows.
But all I was going to say is, Marvel had some fucking balls. Like, I expected some shit to go down because they've been building to this movie for 6 years now. Actually, longer, but, like, they've really been building to this one for 6 years because the villain has been a thing since 2012. They first hinted at him, and now it's...
Coney? Is it Coney?
God damn it. But, that's an indestructible door. But, man, did they not give a shit. They're like, yeah, he's a badass. Like, I'm thinking, okay, some bad shit's gonna go down. Some bad shit went down. Lots of people were crying in the theater, including my girlfriend. And, there was some feels, and it was just, whew, that's a fucking heavy, unexpected superhero-y movie.
Yeah, I was hanging out with a friend the other day.
Yeah.
And
there you go.
She was talking to her sister, and then right in front of me,
spoiled the whole thing.
They just go, so how did you feel about Spider-Man dying? Oh my god, it was so sad. Oh, we probably shouldn't spoil anything because Eric hasn't seen it yet. And I was like, well, you couldn't have blatantly straightforward said a sentence that could spoil any more.
Well, I will say that while that is a spoiler, that is not even remotely close to the half of it.
Okay.
There's a lot more shit goes on in that movie than just that.
Okay. Either way, I can guarantee it's probably going to be at least 6 months before I,
Right. Just actually catch that movie.
Haha, I got 2 of them.
Also, I will say, if you do plan on catching it, I don't know how many of the Marvel movies you've seen, but I would suggest you knock those bastards out, because virtually every character that's been introduced in Marvel is in this movie, and, yeah, there's a lot of shit going down.
Yeah, Victoria, my girlfriend, was like, oh, would you want to go to the theater to watch, with the help of another person, I could look up her skirt, and she could call me a pervert.
Yeah, it seems to be her MO.
She was like, would you want to go see, Infinity War or whatever? And I was like, just so you know, we can't just go out and watch it. We haven't seen the Avengers 1.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
We haven't seen Thor or Captain America.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Or I told her, I was like, there's like 20 movies we have to watch.
Yeah, it's basically a TV show series at this point with 2.5-hour episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot going into that one. That is definitely a cumulative one. But if you ever do want to just knock out all of those Marvel movies and shit, I would heavily... It's a pretty fantastic fucking thing that they've created there at Marvel Studios. Way to go, guys.
Is this the second or third Avengers?
This will be the third.
Okay.
And, yeah, it's kind of like part one of the story. Next year, we're getting the next one. Normally, there's like 3 or 4 years between these Avenger movies. This one, just 1 year. Because they got to finish off this story, really. Uh-oh.
It's going to be Napoleon, huh?
That is.
Mr. Kennedy! Still alive, I see!
Mr. Kennedy. There was a rustling in Mr. Kennedy.
So do you like my garden?
I managed to work in a little of your twisted taste here, too.
Look at that alliteration. Twisted taste here, too. Look at that.
Sagacious as I am, even I get lost sometimes here, too. Being a foot tall doesn't help.
No, it certainly wouldn't.
Mr.
No
Napoleon.
shit, dude.
How long ago did we start this episode?
Like 5 minutes.
I guarantee we'll be out of here before this episode's over. You midget fuck.
Little bastard. You ever see The Shining?
The Shining... That's with Jack Nicholson, right?
Yes, it is.
Yes, then yes, I have.
Just reminds me. Hedge maze. I assume we're about to go into a hedge maze.
Yep.
Yeah. Just watched it not that long ago. Good fucking movie. It's like a constant anxiety attack. It's a horror movie without the horror drop. It's just constant build to a horror thing that doesn't come. It's just... You ever hear that? There's no fear in the jump. It's the lead up to the jump that's scary.
Yes.
That movie's just 2 hours and 45 minutes of lead up to a jump that doesn't take place. It's fucking brilliant. Stanley Kubrick's a madman, and I love him.
Okay, so this hedge maze is filled with fucking dogs.
Oh, pooches? Well, what's wrong with that?
I have to kill all the dogs.
Oh, don't do that. Did I ever tell you I had a dog for about 3 days a few months ago?
I did not know about this.
Yes. Girlfriend kind of wanted to impulse get a dog, and I was like, well, I know me, and I know one of my biggest faults is big changes freak me out a little bit, so I'm always hesitant to them. A good thing the dog just stopped and looked at you, let you shoot him in the face. Exactly how dogs do it.
Yep. That's how we do. Woof woof. Woof,
So
woof.
she was able to get a dog that I was like, let's do a trial run. We have a condo, and that could be a problem. It was the cutest fucking dog ever, and I would really liked that dog. Named her Juno, but like after 3 days, like, yeah, this is not gonna be something we can do. So
Yeah, we had to get rid of Juno. She was inviting like just the wrong crowd over.
yeah, it really was.
And I mean, like one time we found a fucking used needle, and we were just like, "This is it. This is
Juno, this is just ridiculous. Bringing this shit into our home. Oh, good. That one's just. Oh, wow.
fuck."
Oh my God, the blood on that. Christ. Wow, that is a tough dog. Oh, okay. I didn't realize it was a, tentacle dog. Also, what shitty cages? Like, why even bother with
my
a cage you
God.
can knock the fucking door off of? What's the point?
That made me jump
Yeah, I saw.
so much.
You
that,
were up
like,
in the air.
I had to like fumble and re-grab the controller.
Look out for pooches. I hear one. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? It's a can of first aid spray. I love how video games just make shit up. Just spray it on you, and then you're healthy again.
Waiting for one of them to like jump through. Oh,
There you go. Out of the air. Didn't stand a chance. Dog, meat, bullet.
when you said dog, I thought you were warning me that there was a dog.
Oh, no.
So I drew my weapon.
Well, good to see that you're on the ball with that. I promise you, if I see a dog, I'll shout out dog.
Snake!
Snakes!
Oh wait, did I?
I mean,
I did not
something's
get that.
definitely alive still. I can hear it moaning and...
So we gotta go
Leaking.
down there.
Oh, God. Leaking. Fuck.
That dog is leaking.
Oh, God damn it, dog's leaking again! Eric, did you just get a text message? We are recording!
I got an email.
Well, fucking you're unprofessional as shit. Turn it on vibrate. I don't really care. Who emailed you?
That was
Spam?
PayPal giving me a
Nigerian friends?
receipt for a Patreon that I am donating to.
Oh, nice. Who you donating to?
The developer of The Awakening.
See, we support the video games that we play. I'd like to go on record and say I did not know that before I brought up the whole supporting video games we play. I was completely unaware. What in the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's already got the fucking tentacle things out.
just grenade it. Really? Not gonna grenade these bastards?
Oh god.
Well, you shouldn't have done that, sir.
Oh god! No! No!
Good, it's blind. Don't worry. Why you didn't shoot it when it was running away, and now it's gonna kill.
Oh
it.
my
Sir.
god! I thought it was just running away.
Why would you just assume that?
Because it was running in the opposite direction of me.
These video game characters have one program. Kill main character. You're just like, oh yeah, he's gone. Fuck it. No problem.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
Don't be disgusting, Eric. Jesus Christ. The teeth on these dogs.
Oh my
That
god.
sounded really bad. I would turn around.
Holy shit! Oh my god.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, holy
Eric, you
shit.
said we were going to be out of this hedge maze by the end of the episode. You've only got about 6 minutes left, 7 maybe. So, better haul ass and start jiggling nuts or
Oh,
whatever.
fuck. Jiggling away.
Motherfucking Deadpool 2 comes out soon. We gotta go see that. I gotta go see
Ooh,
that.
Yes, I want to watch Deadpool 2.
Yee. I'm so happy Dopinder's back in it. His cab driver.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he's in the trailers, and I was just so happy to see him. I was saying when the first fucking Deadpool ends. So they don't address this, but it would have to be the case. So at the end of the first Deadpool, spoilers for Deadpool, I suppose it's been out for 2 years. He left all of his assault weapons in Dopinder's cab, and then Dopinder gets in a car crash, and he's got a man tied up in his trunk, and we don't see Dopinder again. Presumably, the cops came, all these weapons, man in the trunk. Dopinder's got to be in jail. So I was thinking the best idea to start Deadpool 2 would be you open on Dopinder in jail, and he hears all this commotion and shit, and gunfire and people screaming and shit. Deadpool breaks him out of jail because he needs someone to drive him around. I'm hoping that's how it starts. I don't know, but I'm just hoping.
That'd be cool.
A good way to bring him back in. It would kind of fit the whole Deadpool deal.
Patent that and then sue them for stealing your intellectual property.
Yeah, that'll work. After they've already filmed the fucking thing.
Yep.
But for stealing my intellectual property of characters that they created. One of which has, I believe, been around longer than I've been alive for. So, yeah, sure.
Well, Deadpool's been around that long.
I mean, comic book characters in general have been around fucking ever.
That is true, and that's I feel like that's one of the cool things where, like, bravo to these companies for doing such a good job at making these characters kind of timeless.
Uh-huh.
Because it's like most characters that were invented in like the fucking 40s, 50s, or 60s.
Yeah, they don't held up anymore.
Yeah, like they're just like the original Batman looks.
Yeah.
They look fucking stupid.
Uh-huh.
And so it's like good job for them on them for like modernizing these comic book characters in a good way, and
Yeah.
like not only that, but like kind of modernizing their stories too.
Yeah, I believe I've heard, oh, Jesus. Stan Lee, I would assume you know Stan Lee. Anyone listening doesn't know Stan Lee, basically the
Go fuck yourself.
guy who created, essentially. Guy who created a majority of really famous comic book characters nowadays. Yeah, he did an interview and recently that I was listening to him talk, and he said that was the thing that blew him away the most. He came up with a bunch of these characters, and those old comics are not exactly masterpieces in their writing typically, and he said that he was just amazed that, we're like 60, 70 years after he just thought them up, and they're able to put them in incredible stories and a lot of, it is pretty fucking sweet how they've been able to keep these things going. Jesus!
Hillary!
But yeah, not that long ago I was looking at some comic book stuff, and they mentioned, like, Poison Ivy. Described her as a relatively new character for comic books. She debuted in the 1960s, so kind of puts it into perspective how old some of these fuckers are. I'm not sure about Deadpool, but I would assume it's been a while since he first popped up in something. And credit to the people who made... I can't believe that Fox Studios was so fucking stupid to not think. Because they've been trying to make Deadpool for, like, 15 years prior to the movie coming out. I'm like, are you guys, like, morons? Did you seriously not think this... I could have told you this movie would have been huge, and I didn't even know Deadpool that well at the time. Like, his target demographic is exactly the same demographic that goes to see movies, and exactly the same demographic that goes to see comedies, and exactly the same demographic that goes to see action movies. On what planet did you not think that maybe put those together and it would, fucking work?
Exactly.
And they were sitting on a script for forever, and they wouldn't approve it. And it's like, we're in the middle of a comic book boom. I can't believe it took them that long to get this fucking thing out. And
Put
it
your
finally
hands
did.
where I can see them.
Who the hell is
Sorry,
this?
But following
This
a
is-
lady's lead just isn't my
A
style.
lady.
Put them up now.
I mean, I can see that, yeah. Don't assume her gender, by the way. Wow, she just failed. Never mind.
Pervert. Oh, it's gonna be a quick time.
Oh, yes. Look at this Matrix shit. Get in there, Leon. Well, you know she's gonna one-up you because she's a brand new character. They're not gonna... Oh,
Bit
never
of
mind.
advice, try using knives next time. Works
mind.
better for close encounters.
I just assumed she was gonna fuck you up.
Leon,
I'm a man.
time no see.
Ada.
Ada.
Are we not supposed to know who
So
she
it
was
is
from the
true.
tiny little glasses she had on?
True.
Yeah, she pulls him off. Oh my God, Ada, it's you.
Oh, I can see your irises. I know
see
who it
you've been
is.
Doing your homework.
Ada, my grandma.
What's
You
it
were
to
my
you?
grandma this whole time.
About
Why are
to
you
explode.
here? Why'd you show up like
My
this?
glasses are gonna blow up.
What, is she not affected by explosions? Guess not.
See you around.
Ada!
Sayonara, puto!
So am I supposed to know who this is?
I think she was in other Resident Evil games,
that makes-
like a
makes sense.
decently major character. Anyways, I told you we'd be out of that fucking hedge maze.
Man, you only got it with about 2 minutes and 30 seconds to spare.
Oops.
Boom!
I meant to take out my knife.
Well, you know.
Not waste a fucking shotgun round on that.
Do you ever play the Mad Max game?
That's that like semi-recent one, right?
Yeah. Few years.
I watched Zane play it, and I watched him get very frustrated and not enjoy it at all.
Oh no. It just made me think because ammo is so fucking scarce in that game. Scarce. Look at me sounding like an idiot. Scarce in that game. Just made me think of that. Really, no other connection. I never finished that game.
And I have a feeling like a lot of people watching this are going to be like, whoa, he didn't like Mad Max the game?
Is that your imitation of our viewers? Whoa.
That's just like my go-to voice whenever I'm like making fun of someone with like petty complaints.
Uh-huh.
Mad Max game fucking sucked. I'm sorry, it blew. I watched enough of it to just see how fucking stupid it was.
I liked a lot of it, but it got really repetitive after a while. And it's like, okay, so you change the colors of the War Boys. It's the same fucking thing. They're the same
Yeah.
people. They do the same deal. Like, the driving combat I loved. I really liked all that, but
Yeah, that did look cool. And I did like the concept of how you like have this like hunchback mechanic
Yeah.
guy.
forget his
There's
fucking
a lot of things in the game I like. And like I love that I love anything with an apocalypse.
Right.
And like I love the setting of that game. What are you buying? I thought a lot of stuff was cool about that game, but there was just certain things where it was just like, oh, this seems repetitive.
It got real repetitive real fast.
And there were certain parts of the game that just seemed really unpolished. Wait, was that the only thing I could upgrade? Yeah, okay.
What are you selling?
Yeah, they just had to pop that out around the time Fury Road did to capitalize on that. Can't say I blame them. Motherfucking Fury Road. God damn, that was a good movie.
So did they really officially cancel all the next ones?
I don't think anything officially got canceled. There was just some sort of falling out with George Miller and the studio, and I think the studio might own the scripts, but Miller, I don't remember. I don't know if everything got officially canceled, but it's basically like considered that they're not going to happen. But there was supposed to be another 3, I think.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like another trilogy, which is unfortunate. I guess this will be like the last thing I'll rant about real quick before we end this episode. I don't know why they keep doing this. Like companies just make this mistake over and over and over again of, oh, we own the scripts or the rights to an IP. The guy that has been doing it forever doesn't want to work with our company or something, or we don't want him to work with us. We are now not going to let anyone ever touch these IPs, and they are just going to sit.
They're mine!
And yeah, no one else can have them.
Mine!
And it's like, that's like fucking when Microsoft bought Rare. And it's like, Rare made some of the best video games ever.
Conker.
Conker's Bad Fur Day, Banjo-Kazooie. They made all these glorious fucking games, and then Microsoft bought them and put all these like controls and limitations on what they wanted, like what they would let Rare do, and then Rare couldn't. I'm just gonna go back over here to finish talking about this. Rare couldn't do what they ultimately wanted to. They didn't have as much freedom. Zen 64 was kind of just like, yeah, we trust you, do whatever the fuck you want. And now under Microsoft, Rare couldn't, like, Microsoft was like, no, we don't want you to make a new Banjo game unless it's like this. And Rare was like, well, then we don't want to make it. And then they never made a new fucking Banjo game until Nuts and Bolts. And that just disappointed an entire generation of people. And it's like, now at this point, it's like people have just been begging for them to like, just please give the IP to Nintendo. And they're just like, no, we own Banjo. We own Conquer. We're not going to give them to you. We're also not going to do anything with them.
Yeah, well, they don't want another company having... They have it, so now no one else can use it against them. And if they can't use it, no one will.
And same thing with, like, Naughty Dog, that they made The Last of Us games lately and the Uncharted games, I think. They own Jak and Daxter. All these fucking people want another Jak and Daxter game. Like a good, a new platformer Jak and Daxter game. Naughty Dog doesn't want to do it. They don't want to let anyone else do it because they're like, oh, we're focused on The Last of Us and Uncharted right now. Well, then let someone else fucking do it. or fucking hire some more people so you have like another small crew to work on it. I mean, it's like, open up a Kickstarter. I guarantee if you open up a Kickstarter for another Jak and Daxter game, you will get hundreds of thousands of dollars. I am not even
We'll literally pay for it for you.
Yeah. Like when the ex-members of Rare were like, hey, we're making our own company because we want to make a true spiritual successor to Banjo.
Ukulele, yeah?
Yeah, because Microsoft wouldn't let us. They opened the Kickstarter and they had like, I'll just give a random example. I forget the number. They had like a goal of like $100,000. Just total random example. No need to correct me in the comments.
They're going to.
Yeah, they
correct them in the comments and call them fake and gay.
Yes, call me fake and gay. They went over their stretch goal like 10 times in the first 48 hours of like a 6-month fucking Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Power of the people.
Yes. And like that explains what they want. And it's like, how did Rare not see that and be like, oh, or I mean, sorry, no. How did Microsoft not see that and be like, oh shit, look at all that money that we could have had?
Yeah, big disconnect, you know.
Yep. And like, if Microsoft made it, or if Microsoft funded and let Rare, like, the full team of Rare before they drove all the good fucking developers and programmers out, they could have made such a solid game. They could have given it like an infinite budget, but nope, they're fucking stupid. And that's why I hate these big corporations that just hold on to IPs and they won't let go. Rant is over. Sorry.
And the episode is too.
All right. We will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.